Whether or not you believe in the paranormal, you should definitely be careful with who you give a lift to, especially when you encounter a hitchhiker, and more so when you come across a ghost looking to creep you out. The story of the red-haired ghost on Route 44 is an interesting phenomenon that seems to come up on several occasions. Legend has it that you should not pick up any hitchhikers on that stretch of the Route 44 in the area of the Rehoboth line, and especially hitchhikers with red hair. The story involving the red-haired ghost was made famous by the late Charles Robinson, who covered the story in his book titled The New England Ghost Files. Apart from appearing in the book, the legend has been reported time and time again by the locals in the area who have personally witnessed this phenomenon. What is strange is that almost all of the reported tales involving the red-haired hitchhiker are usually the same. Most of the stories report a man between the ages of 35 and 55 wearing a red flannel shirt, dirty jeans and boots. According to the tales of the locals, he has long red hair and a big bushy red beard. What is even more harrowing is that the locals have reported his eyes as being dark, empty and soulless. Travelers down that portion of Route 44 often see him wandering around the side of the road with his thumb sticking out asking for a ride. In some instances, he can be seen walking around without his thumb sticking out, but then signals the vehicles to stop. After the vehicle stops, he always gets into the back seat even if the front passenger seat is empty. If you attempt to converse with him, he never speaks. He just points in the direction that the car is already heading, as if to signal that he needs to be dropped further up the road. Now, this is where the story becomes really creepy. After traveling for some time in silence, the hitchhiker begins to giggle and then erupts into this loud maniacal laughter. Witnesses report that his laughter is piercing and often leads to them threatening to pull over and force him out of the vehicle if he doesn't stop. However, he simply vanishes in an instant, even if the vehicle is moving at very high speeds. If you are creeped out at this point, hold on to your chair because this gets even worse. Motorists have claimed that even though the man seems to disappear, his presence still remains in the vehicle. One of the witnesses claimed that although he disappeared from the back seat, they would periodically see his face on the side window as if he were floating alongside the vehicle. No matter how fast you drive, his face seems to follow you until he decides to disappear at his will. Another witness reported that shortly after he disappeared from the back seat, the music on the radio was cut off and was replaced by his loud, hysterical laughing. But what was different this time was that he was laughing and taunting her by her name at the same time. So then, who is the red-haired hitchhiker? Some believe that he was a motorist who was involved in a fatal accident on that stretch of the road, while others believe that he was actually a hitchhiker who was hit by a speeding vehicle. Others have argued that the hitchhiker does not exist and is simply a figment of one's imagination. Whatever you choose to believe, it is clear that many motorists have reported the same incident, and what is even stranger is that many of these stories corroborated in the same way regarding the appearance of the hitchhiker and even their experiences in the vehicle. The truth is that the answer is as mysterious as the person. Nobody really seems to know who he is or was, and no one has an explanation for this phenomenon. What do you guys think? Have you experienced anything similar? Let me know in the comment section down below, and as always, do not forget to leave a like, comment and share the video so I can keep creating similar content. Until next time.